Hi, I'm Lindsay and I'm the dyer of Sprinkled Fibers.
I'm Marci and I'm her mom.
And before we get started, here are some highlights since the last time we saw you.
So everything has grown really tall and beautiful. All of those sweet peas are growing so tall in the back. I might have to get something. If I come around on this side, you can see that they're really starting to grow out over the edge. And then I wanted to see if you guys know when I'm supposed to pick my beets. So look at this, how much everything has really grown. These have gotten really big, like almost as big as a hand. So those are my zucchini. And over here are the beets. And I can see little beets right there growing up, but I just don't know when am I supposed to pick them, because this is my first time growing veggies. So, and then the peas have all flowered. Even these cucumbers have gotten big. These are the beets, but the zucchini have really sprung up. So just let me know if you have a garden and you have beets. Let me know, when am I supposed to pick them, because I actually see them starting to rise to the surface, but I don't know if I'm supposed to wait until the whole thing's out of the ground or if most of it is still down there and you just pick it anyways. So thank you. Here comes trouble. put up this cute little fencing around our gardens. It's actually made out of little willow branches. And it's from Terrain, which is, I think it's kind of like a garden shop that's associated with anthropology, but it's so cute. And I'm hoping it will keep Bunny out of the garden because she will get in here now that everything's getting so big and ready to produce veggies, and I don't want her to get into the garden and eat everything. So right now, that is, there's the zucchini blossoms. The beets are about, let's see, about that big. Try to get in here. They're about that big. So I'm still waiting, I guess, for them to get a little bit bigger. The beans are starting to grow up, the little trellis, and then these are the cucumbers. So everything's really filling in nice. You can't even see the ground. And every day we're excited to see when something new is going to be growing. But we love this little fencing. It's so cute and functional. So today something special just came out. Well, I mean, she works on things every day, but today a big ad, one of the big ad campaigns that she worked on with Bloom came out in New York City.
Yeah, I just did a shoot for Bloom supplements for their energy drinks, and they have all the pictures posted at Union Station in New York.
Okay, so if you're in the Union Station area, go check it out. And if you take a picture of yourself with her, it's like kind of like little billboards on the wall, we'll send you something. So go check it out. Okay, so I don't think either of us have any faux right now. I think the last thing we talked about was Advent, and everything went really great with Advent. Thank you so much for all your support. So many of you love the Advent theme this year, the Christmas ribbons theme, and it is going to be really fun. We've already dyed up about half, and it's really hard to stay. What we're trying to do is have really vibrant ribbons and then also some pastel ribbons, and so it's been really fun. And you know, it's hard to contain ourselves because we just want to make like all the different color combinations. And so for those of you that have asked, it's going to be, some of it's variegated, so like a ribbon candy is with the different striped colors in it. Some of it is slightly, I would say, tonal. It's not just like a solid. And then others are just all sprinkled with beautiful colors. So it's going to be really fun. And then soon, we're trying to dye it up now because, and normally we take all summer to do it, and it does get a little bit grueling with the hot weather. But we're trying to dye it all up before July because we're sending it off to Stephanie Tellybean Knits because she is going to design the Advent shawl pattern using it. So we're really excited about that. She's going to have the yarn, the actual yarn for the Advent, and then she can decide what looks best with each color. And so it's going to be really customized. So hopefully you know, that's exciting. And so those of you that did secure one, we're shipping those in November, early November, hopefully. Those of you that are now on a waiting list, we'll let you know, as things get closer, how many extras we were able to make. And then also, some of you asked about the extras that are in the kit. And one of them is something that's, well, both of them are handmade, so we haven't made them yet, but we know what we're making. One of them's something handmade for your body, and it's going to be really, very organic and safe for you to be able to use, even if you have sensitive skin. And then one of them is something that we love. They're really creative and fun, and I think you're gonna love it too, because every knitter has one of these things. Every knitter has a thing, and what you're gonna get in the Advent will complement your thing. You know what I mean? So without giving you too much information, and it's going to be something that we also hand dye to go on this thing that then is going to go on your thing. So it's going to be really fun. So hopefully, and that is not for your body, it's for you to use. And so that should be something, and both of these things are going to ship very easily. So this year we don't have to sit there and worry, because every year we're worried about, one year we had mugs and another year we had candles. So everything's going to be really, very easy to ship off to you, and it should not be a problem with melting or anything like that. So again, if you're on the waiting list, we'll keep in touch with you if we're able to make extras. And then if you were not able to get on the waiting list, message us on Sprinkled Fibers, and we can put you on the waiting list in order of receipt. And then that way we'll know, who we'll start with that list once we know if we have extras. So what are you working on, Lindsay?
Okay, so I'm making a shawl right now, and it's called Hoopla, I think.
Ooh, Hoopla. You have to say it with a little more excitement.
And so I have the first section done. I'm using this green color.
I love it.
And so this shawl has ruffles on it. So the rest of the shawl will have like these big ruffles that I'm doing. So I just finished the body kind of, and then I added in this little stripe of darker green. And then from there, I'm gonna start doing my ruffles, and I think I'm gonna do them in sort of like a white to a peachy-ish pink.
That'll be
so
pretty.
We'll see how that goes. But so far, this has been just pretty easy and simple. It's just garter stitch.
And you just
I made mine like pretty big. I went a lot bigger than what the pattern says. So, but it doesn't really matter. She said you can make it increase however many stitches you want. So,
okay.
I don't even know how many I have, but I ran out of yarn.
And you're holding it double?
Yeah, I'm holding mine double. Fingering held double.
Love that. And then so it's gonna go like this?
Yeah.
So it's right now turning into a triangle kind of, or a kind of a triangle shape, because you increased on each side of the center spine. And then I've had this pattern in my Ravelry queue for a long time, and I always thought it was so cute. They actually show it, and we'll try to put a picture here of the shawl. They show it as a children's shawl, kind of like a little mini shawl, but I think it's so cute, and so I talked her into doing it because number one, I love the ruffle look. I think it's going to be really cute. So the body, she's holding double, and then the ruffles, we were gonna look at it and see based on how much yarn it requires. But she could hold the ruffles single to make them really lightweight, or you might want to hold them double just to give them more body. So she's gonna experiment with that and then get back to you. But this could be some sort of a little kit maybe. So stay tuned, because I think the colors that you made for this are really pretty. They'll be really nice in a ruffle pattern. So awesome. And then for me, I've been working on a few things. Number one, I started using my bunny box. So Lindsay dyed up the bunny box. We sold that in March, I think, or March or April. And then, so this is what I decided to make. This is called the Forager shawl, and it's by SOSU Knits. And you can see it's kind of like, it's solids with little baubles, and then it's also brioche. And I love there's little stripes of brioche in it. So, and I love SOSU Knits. Her brioche patterns are always really cute. I love, one of my favorite things that I've ever made is this shawl that was a mystery knit along of hers, and it was just so cute. I'll have to get that out and show you guys sometime. I think I've talked about it maybe on a video, but I think I also love it because of the colors. So I definitely need to show you guys. But anyways, so that is the Forager shawl. So I started it, and if you remember, Lindsay made now it's not our usual color, but it's a color that matched a velvet bunny, or it was kind of like a felted bunny that we had for Easter out. And so I asked her to try to make it, and she made it, and it matches it. Now, this kind of looks, when I show you, it might kind of appear kind of dark. It's kind of like a bright avocado. So this is the main color. And if you can see it, it's kind of like a bright avocado. So she added neon yellow in with several different greens to make this color. There it went kind of dark. It's really more light than that. And then I thought it would just be cute with the idea of Forager, because I love the foraging in the wilderness, in the forest. I don't forage in the forest very often because we don't really live by any forests like that, but I just love the idea of like exploring and foraging. So here's the shawl so far, and you can see it's going to be set on its side, and that's what I'm building to. But so I've done the brioche sections. So there's the first section, and so what I did is each section you're holding basically different combinations of 3 colors. So for this first section I held these were 3 of the bunny box colors. So I held each one together. So, these 2, then these 2, then these 2, and then, different combinations where one's in front and one's in the back. Okay, and then for the next section, it's it's garter with the baubles. And so she did all the same color baubles, but since there was enough, I just went ahead and did a bauble with each color on it. And then I finished the next set of brioche stripes. So there they are right there. And again, I did different bunny box colors. So I did these 3 colors this time, and these are all different. So I did the blue, the kind of like minty turquoise, and then the peach, and in different combinations together. So, and then I still have, this isn't even all of them, but I still have all of these bunny box colors to have fun with too. So I'm excited. I love it so far. This is the kind of like, I call it neon avocado that I'm using, because I think that looks very foresty, kind of like moss in the forest. So that's coming along. I'm working on that. So that's it for us, for our whips. I do have a little whip that I wanted to show you. Okay, so for my next whip, I have a whip that I don't love how it's turning out. So I'm going to probably tear it all out. I know, it's so much knitting. I'm gonna probably tear it all out, and I found a different pattern that I think I wanna do instead. So, and that's, you know, this doesn't happen to me very often. Usually I love what I'm knitting, but I do not love how, I do love how it looks. I don't love how it fits. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it's just not really, so anyways, let me show it to you. And I love the, I really love the cardigan on the picture, and you know what other people have made, but I don't love how it looks, I guess, with this yarn. So I made the Big Love cardigan. I should say I started it. So it's a really interesting construction. You start with this shawl collar, okay, and you make this flap. Gosh, I'm trying to remember because I did it so long ago. I started this in February when Lindsay was in New York. So I'm pretty sure I started with this flap. Okay, so this is the first color. Okay, so you start and you see how it has like a little middle seam kind of. You start with that, you go down into the back, because this is gonna fold over and be the shawl collar. Then this is the back. So I do love this stitch work. See how it's not, I forget what she calls this, but it's not just ribbing. It's like, and the inside is actually really pretty too, if you look at that. Okay, and this was using the fall fade. So we'll put a picture of the fall fade here. But so I did the fall fade. You use that kind of like orangey, goes into hot pink. It goes, and then that hot pink turns into like kind of like purple and blue, and then there's, you know, the blue. So I do love that part of it. And I thought it would be really cute, but I don't know, I don't really love this, so I'm gonna show you what it looks like on. So it's kind of like the idea of this with my leopard print top, I think is really like the look. So this is the shawl collar, okay? But then when you get down to the bottom, and I did make it longer, so it usually fits kind of like more like this, like is a shorter, it's supposed to be a shorter fit. But unfortunately, like, I don't know, I made it longer, and then I don't love how it ends up on the end. See how it kind of like, Lindsay hasn't even seen this, but it ends up kind of weird down here. So I think I'd rather, and then you add the sleeves, and I have the extra yarn to make the sleeves, but I don't know, I just don't really love how it looks. So, and the back is, you know, like, look at all of that stitch. Do you see it, Lindsay? So I think I'm gonna take the whole thing out. This is like a lot of knitting that I did. I know Lily's sitting across from me and she's like, but I think I'm gonna take it out and do a simple cardigan that I saw by, I think her name is Ozette, and she makes really like, sort of like just very simple and boxy, and I think it's just going to like be really plain, and then that way it won't look so busy, and then also it's just like a boxy cardigan that I can wear with like a little jean top or something like that underneath. So anyways, so I wanted to show you guys this before I take it all out because I have actually been knitting. I haven't shown you guys, and I just, unfortunately, this is going to be, you know, thrown out. Not the yarn, but the knitting. So stay tuned for that. I am going to try to take it all apart and then rewind it, and then I'll be ready to start a different cardigan, and I'll keep you updated on that. Okay, so a little update on Bouquet of the Month. Everything's shipped, and already we posted the June inspo pic, which is this. If you could see Bunny right now, she's just like literally exhausted, and I think she's been home all day. It's after work for me, so I mean, I'm pretty sure all day long she just slept, but she's exhausted.
She had to go ship a package.
Oh, you guys shipped? Lindsay did not have a job today, and so she loves when she doesn't have a job. She and Bunny can just stay home. So she goes and works out, probably got either True Bowl, which is like one of those really healthy acai, but really healthy. Like they have, what's it called? Spirulina.
Well, a lot of them have that.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
But it seems healthier than like normal acai.
Maybe.
And then, gosh, her eyes are closed and everything. And then they shipped a package, which I guess was exhausting. So, but that is the June inspo pic, and that should ship, that has not been dyed yet, but plans are in the works, and that should ship by June 15th, no problem. So, okay, so the big thing we wanted to show you guys are the new summer neons. We'll be right back. Woo! So this is our summer neon rainbow. So hopefully you guys are ready for some bright summer colors. Some of you have said it's been raining still where you live, so hopefully this will bring you a little summer sunshine. So take it away.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go one by one or pair by pair and show you guys each color. So we have a fingering weight, and with every fingering weight we have a matching mohair. So this is the first color, and then we have, this is the first yellow that we have. So this one's not as neon, but it's more of like
an orangish
orangish yellow, I would say. And then this is our like neon yellow that we have. Super pretty. And then we go into sort of a neon chartreuse. Love it. And then for our second green color, we have a neon mint. Like a spearmint green. And then we have two neon blues. So we have a darker one on top, the mohair in the middle, and then a lighter neon blue on the bottom. And then this is our first neon purple. This is the lighter one. Pretty. And then we have a really pretty dark sort of neon purple. It's like an indigo color. And then last but not least, we have a neon pink. Pretty.
Love.
So we have a total of 10 colors, 10 fingering weight colors, and then 10 mohair.
Awesome. So, a lot of you have asked for neons, so that's why we decided this is the perfect time. It's like right before summer, so you could knit something, get it done, and wear it all summer. And that's the idea. So everything's going to be sold individually, even though on Instagram we showed you kind of in like 2 chunks. We did like these, we called them summer citrus, we did those, and then this was our berry crush. With these two right there. This was kind of like our berry crush. So you don't have to buy them in those sets. You can purchase them, you know, like, oh, I want to have like, you know, these 3 colors for a little striped sweater or shawl. I was gonna show you, I love this combo. It's kind of like watermelon, chartreuse, and you know, yeah, that's a really good combo. So you can do anything you want with them. You don't have to buy the matching mohair. You don't have to buy even the fingering weight if you just need a bunch of mohair for something. But I wanted to show you this shawl that I made. I had talked about it earlier, and it's by SOSU Knits. This was a shawl that was a mystery knit along for her, and I did it kind of in all neons, and I love this shawl. Like, it was just such a fun shawl to make. Now, a warning, it does have a lot of brioche, but I love brioche, so it was like, to me, having all the brioche was kind of like, you know, an extra bonus. But this is what it looks like. So you could, let's say you were going to make this shawl, you can definitely get the neons for this shawl. So it was like this triangle in the beginning with these brioche stitches in there. And then it went into kind of this textural section. Looks like kind of like seed stitch from here, yeah. And then it went into these upside down and right side up triangles. And then it went into bobbles, another little section of brioche with kind of like striping. And then more bobbles, and then look at that, really pretty. I love the bottom. And then also the, you know, because it's a triangle, that tip, that point. So, yeah, so I mean, if you made something like this, or you know you want to make something, a shawl that involves a lot of colors, that day you just, you know, oh, I need this, I need the pink, I need the chartreuse, and then you can make it. Actually, in my shawl, I also have a white, so. But just really fun. And so know what you want, because the way that we'll have everything is we'll have everything numbered, kind of like when we did the pastel party. So we'll have every color numbered. Just tell us if you want, you know, I want 3 skeins of number 2, or however it is. And then we'll have everything up on Sprinkled Shop. We'll actually put everything up there by Thursday. So today is Wednesday for us, and you will probably see this hopefully on Thursday. And then we should be able to have the everything on the Instagram, on the market account on Thursday, so that you can see like, oh, and make your plans. So hopefully, if you have any questions, feel free to message us and let us know. You can always send questions to Sprinkled Fibers or Sprinkled Shop, and we'll make sure that you are ready for when everything drops on Saturday. So the shop update is this Saturday the 31st at 9:30 a.m. PST. So if you're in New York looking at Lindsay's billboard, not billboard, but it's like, I guess, wall billboards, it's 12:30 for you, so.
Okay, so as a thank you for watching this video, we're gonna let you guys shop early from our neon collection.
Neon Summer Citrus Berry Crush Party.
So it's going on sale Saturday, 9:30 a.m. PST, but we'll let you shop early on Friday, the day before, from 8 to 8. So if you want anything and you're watching this video, feel free to message us anytime on Friday.
8 to 8.
8 to 8.
And if we don't answer you right away, it's because we're either, you know, talking to somebody else about trying to help them figure out what they want, or during the day. I mean, I know you're booked on Saturday, or I'm sorry, Friday with a job, and then I'm gonna try to, you know, manage the messages. But I am also trying to work. And then also Friday, if you message 8 o'clock your time and you're on the East Coast, that's 5 o'clock our time, and we're actually up. But from 6 to 7 my time, I go to bar. Not the bar, but B-A-R-R-E. And so then I'm like, you know, not by my phone. So we'll get back to you, and we definitely will get back to you in the order that we receive your message. So don't keep messaging, because then it keeps putting you at the top of the list, and we go from the bottom because that's the first received. So just message us once and say, you know, I want 3 of this one, or 1 of each of this, or just whatever it might be. And then I will answer you. She'll answer you if she can. Like, one of us will get back to you. And then that way you don't have to come on Saturday when it's probably going to be even busier. So that's it.
Okay, thanks for watching our video today. If you have any questions, message us at Sprinkled Fibers or Sprinkled Shop, and make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.